Hey, how's it going? So how do you connect two databases? You need to use createConnection code. Now, if you do it incorrectly, all of your routes are gonna stop working. You cannot just it's not super easy. Like, it looks like the both of them look very similar, but there is subtle differences that if you don't use them correctly, they will mess up your entire app, right? So, how to say it? We're gonna run a scenario where we're gonna create one connection using .connect, right? Which is probably what you have right now. And then we're gonna add a second connection, which is gonna be through createConnection. And then we're gonna convert your original connect into my connect, right? Now, honestly, this code .connect is redundant, right? Is redundant. This guy is flaming, and I will agree with him. You do not need to use this anymore. It's a little bit redundant. Okay? Now, note the differences. The main difference, as you see in here, you are doing mongoose.model, right? Whereas in here, you are doing connection.model. Everything else is kind of the same, to be honest with you, right? Okay, so let's start doing this mambo jumbo. Alright, so let's create first a... Oh yeah, I need a MongoDB. Hold on a sec. Let me just add the MongoDB in here. So we're gonna be connecting to this one here. Okay. And then we're gonna be connecting to, let's say, this one here. Yeah, let's just do this. Okay. Okay, so the first thing we need to do, we need to create a model, right? So we're gonna call this, let me just think, what are we gonna call this? Binary images model.js, right? I'm gonna use already boilerplate code from here because I don't like to type. Now let's create, I don't know, const my model equals mongoose. I think it's schema, right? Yeah, it's schema. And then whatever the hell you want into it. I'm gonna leave it blank, and I'm just gonna use strict false, so then you can put whatever the hell you want into it, right? Okay, so then we do const, I don't know, any name, whatever the hell you want, mongoose.model. Okay, so now we need to connect into, where are we gonna connect? We're gonna connect into binary images, probably. No, actually, yeah, we're gonna be connecting to this database. Binary images, right? So it's actually called binary images. Okay, so binary images, and then the schema is going to be my model, like this, right? And now we need to module exports equals any name. Now you can call it whatever the hell you want, right? Okay, so next thing, we need to create a connection function. connect to, what's the name of this thing again? Practice uploads. Alright, so we need to connect to practice uploads.js. Okay, so again I'm gonna const connect to practice uploads equals like this, arrow function. No, we don't need this. Okay, so we need to get this thing here. Alright, so in here I'm using the new one. I'm gonna have to go into my docs and get the old one. So I'm gonna copy and paste this code. Okay, so this is the name. So this is your connection string, right? Screw it, I'm gonna put it into... You probably do not need to use this thing here. Now all of this is gonna be in the docs, right? In the description below you're gonna have access to Google Docs, and all of this mambo jumbo is gonna be in here. So we need to put the string in here. Okay, so you see this practice uploads is the name of the... Because there is database and then there is a collection. So this is the name of the collection. So this is practice uploads, which is this thing here. So this is collection and this is the database. I know it's confusing, but I mean, that's MongoDB. What can you do? So then we are connected to practice uploads. That's our connection. So, and then we can connect to practice uploads. So this is our connection function. Alright. So now we have server, and we need to import this. So we need to import two things, right? So we need to import schema, and then we need to import connection function. So let's import connection function first. So it's going to be from, equals require. I work with a lot of React, so I default to non-modular imports. Well, modular imports. Connect to practice uploads. Okay. Now we need to run this function. Okay. So when we run it, it will connect to... It will say that, okay, so now we are connected to practice uploads. Alright. Now we need to import the schema so we can, I don't know, do some... do something with it, right? So we need to do const binary image. Did I call it? Yeah, I called it. Okay, so we need to... You don't have to, like, because it's a default export, I think, like, you can call this anything you want. So let's just call it binary images schema equals require. I think it's in, where is it? Is it in models? Yes, in models. Binary images model. Okay. Alright, so we have two things. So to make this work, you need to connect, which is you write a function, and then you need the model to whatever to do something with it, right? So let's do roots now. Okay, so roots. Let's do app dot. Let's do post. Actually, let's just clear first the binary images. Is there like a lot? I'll just do it manually. There's only 6 of them, so. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I could have deleted the whole thing in here, but I mean, I just want to. Okay, so now it's completely empty. Alright, cool. So apppost. Let's do, I don't know, images. I don't know, it's called binary images, right? Binary images. Let's call it add binary image. There you go. Add binary image. So we need this thing here. And then we need to, I think we need to do, what is it? Await. Name of the schema. Dot create. And then we need to, I don't know, let's do title, image, dash, and then let's do plus epoch. So it's gonna give us like a random number. And then we're gonna do response. Well, we're gonna console log image added, and then we're gonna response and I don't know, image added like this. So this is gonna be our post request, and then we're gonna create a new. Whoops, did it add something? No, okay. So app get all images. Again, the same shizer. On in here we're gonna have const data equals await. So name of the schema dot find. Then we're gonna console log the data, and then we're going to. Am I recording? Am I talking to myself? Yes, I'm recording. Okay, good. So now we need to response, send, and we're gonna send all the data like this. Okay, so this is the client side. Oh, this is the server side. So this on the client side, we're gonna be using. Basically like a component, and then let's do. I just need to go into the component. Okay, so we're gonna do. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do HR in here. So let's just do. I'm not gonna use Postman today just because I don't like Postman. Honestly, I just never got used to it. So let's do. So this is gonna be post data. Oh, sync function post binary image. Okay, so we're gonna do. What the hell is going on? Why is there double? Okay, so we're gonna do await axios.post. What is our okay, so we need this whole thing. And then we need to put something, whatever. It could work without it, but I mean, whatever. Actually, let's just try without it. I wonder if it's just going to work by itself. Console log Data added like this, okay. Okay, so this button is going to add. Oh, whoops! I need to fix this. Whoops. Wait, where am I? Yeah. So I need to do this in here. Wait. Okay, so now we're gonna have a break. Let's do double on click. It's gonna be get data. So this is gonna be our get data. So this will be actually we're gonna call this binary images. Binary images, so we don't get confused. Okay, so get binary images data. Okay, so I think that should do it, right? Oh, there's an error in here. Okay, so we need to add this in here, I think, right? Yes. Okay, cool. So now, right, so the first thing we need to do is we need to post the data, right? Okay, so when we click, okay, so server is running. When we click, data added. Okay, so let's look. So image added, right? So let's look at our MongoDB. So if we refresh, there should be a image added, right? Or whatever, like a document with, yeah, okay. Let's try again. So this should be working, okay. So there should be two documents, cool. So now we need to get data, and here we're gonna have it displayed, right? Okay, cool, so we get both documents. Okay, so this part is done. So this is how to do, basically this is .connect. You see .connect. So let's say you build, I don't know, an astronomical app, it's like huge, and you're like, okay, I want to add another connection. Right, so the way to do it is very, very simple. We do, okay, so where are we going to be connecting first? We're going to be connecting to, we're going to do philander projects and philander projects, like this, dash projects. There should be stuff in here. Okay, cool. Okay, so we need to do, so connect to Finlander's projects like this. So again, code is going to be in here. Where is it? That's effectively all you need is this code here. Right. Again, I'm going to link it in the description below, so you'll be able to see it. I added some stuff to it, like error handling, for example. So you need Mongoose, right? And then you need schema from it. You need to destructure, so you get both, right? If you don't want to do that, then you have to write mongoose.schema, but I'll show you how to do it, okay? So we do const connect connection equals mongoose dot create connection. Now here we put our connection string, right? So we can just copy from here. Now we're gonna be connecting to a different database. What's the name of the database again? Philanderous projects. Okay, so we need to write. Where is it? Philanderous project. Is it plural or is it singular? Projects, okay. And then some options. We need to put some options, I think, in here. Like this. Okay, so we want to do some error handling. So in case there is some kind of error, it will tell us. So connection, we're using this, right? Dot on error, and then just basically copy and paste the what's in my docs, right? So that's going to be handling your error, and that's going to be handling your success, which is going to be once open function whatever connected to, and this is going to be, we can just copy and paste from here, to be honest with you. Like this. Okay, and then finally we need to create a schema and we need to export this thing. So const. This is basically from here. You see, so const, again, any name. Now you see in here it uses mongoose model, but we're going to be using connection model. That's kind of the only difference, to be honest with you. Okay, so now we need name of the database, right? So name of the database is going to be Finlanders projects. Can I? Yeah, there you go, you see? There it is. So we can put it in here. And in here we just put our schema. So you can do it either if you you can do it either like this, or if you have destructured, you can just do it like this, which is new schema and then standard process, which is pretty much exactly the same as this. And then we just need to do module export, which is like this. And then that's about it. Okay, so now we need to import the schema. Well, in here, like, it's slightly different, because you see, when you're using .connect, you need this connection function, right? And you have to run the function for it to work. Whereas in here, createConnection, you basically just import the whatever this is, and then it works, right? So it's a little bit different. So we're gonna call this Finlanders projects schema equals require, whoops, whoopsie, where am I? What am I doing? Okay, connect to Finlanders projects, there you go. So now you see we're now connected to both databases. Alright. Okay, so now we're gonna do Finlanders in here. We're gonna do apppost. Oh shit, I don't want to post anything into it. We're gonna have to delete them. Ah, screw it, I'll just delete. It doesn't matter. Okay. Add project. Let's just do this. Add project. And then we need to so we need to do await Finlander schema dot create, and then whatever we're gonna do, I don't know, title YouTube, like this, and then console log project added, and then let's do response send. I'll just do the same thing here, project added. Okay, now let's do app, whoopsie, get projects, this const data equals await, like this, whoops, find, we're gonna console log this, and then we're gonna response send. So we're gonna console log res send, and then we're gonna send data. Okay, so we have two roots. So this is our binary images, and this is our Finlanders. Okay, so now we need to do the same thing on the client side, right? So we need to create a, I don't know, br h1 Finlanders. We need to create two buttons. Post project, and then br button get project data. I'm telling you, it's just going to work. So okay, so let's do async function get post project, like this. Let me just title YouTube, and let's just add some random, call it RNG. Actually, it's gonna have a, that's an RNG. Let's just do epoch again. Let's just do this. Okay, so we're gonna do, we can literally copy and paste this here, and this is gonna be changed to add project, like this. Okay, and then we need a second one, which is identical to this one. Okay, so this is our binary images stuff, and this is our Finlanders stuff, right? What's the server? Get all projects. I think functions should be exactly the same. Yeah. So now we need on-click events like this, like this. So this one goes here. And then this one goes here. Okay, so this is client side ready. Okay, so let's do the Flanders first. The Finlanders, right? So there are 9 projects. If we click on post project in Finlanders, it should add a 10th one. So let's look. Refresh, there should be 10 now. Yeah, okay, so the last one should look like shite. Yeah, you see YouTube and whatever, random number. Okay, now we should get the data, and it should give us 10 projects. There you go. Now you see they're both working side by side. You see? So they are not conflicting. So one is .connect, second one is createConnection. So I hope this is satisfying that it's working. So let's post another one. Should be 11, 12, and let's do post in here. Oh, there's also wait a minute. Are they the same projects? No. Wait. Oh my god, are they conflicting with each other? Yeah. It appears that they are conflicting with each other. So now it's calling. Wait, so when you call get request, yeah, it's basically always calling the same database, right? Yeah. But then where does it post? When you click on the post, image added, right? Hold on a sec. What happens when I click on... Which one triggers? Yeah, so the YouTube one triggers. Hold on. Yeah, let me just... What's this? Clear. npm. Serve. Yeah, that means that connect and that create connection cannot work together. So when I click on post data, it adds into images, right? Let's see how many on here. Okay, so there are 6 in here. In theory, there should be still 6, right? Oh, there are 7. Okay, so now, so it's definitely adding. Okay, so it's adding. But then when we request, it's sending us the wrong data. It's basically triggering. Wait, did I make an error somewhere in here? Oh my god, I'm such a fruitcake. I'm using the same function twice. My apologies. I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing wrong? Okay, so get get project. Oh my god, I'm such a fruitcake. Yeah, so it should work. Because I did that in my... before making this video and it was working. I was like, what? Okay, so now it should work. So now we're posting data. Yeah, okay, now it's working. Oh, whew, you can use that connect and that create connection together. Okay, cool. So now if we post, there should be 9 now, right? There's 9. There you go. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So now this is done. So the next is we need to convert our .connect into create connection. Right, so we can do it very, very simply. We can delete this code in here. Right, we can just delete this code. Create a new file. Let's do connect. to practice uploads to. Oh, it's not gonna let me. Let's just delete this. Connect to practice uploads JS, right? So because we want to connect to, what do we want to connect? We want to connect to here. Practice uploads. So what do we need? We need to basically copy all of this code, paste it in here. Here we're gonna put, what are we gonna put? We're gonna put practice uploads, I think, right? Let me just look at it. Practice uploads. So we're gonna put this in here. And then model is going to be binary images like this. Like this. Oh my god. I have to do this sometimes. Otherwise it's gonna complain all the time. Okay. So now we need to copy. And then const. You can call it whatever you want, again. Require whoopsie. I think it's this. So now we need to replace the binary images schema. Actually, we can just call it uploads schema. Practice upload schema. Let's just call it this way. Actually, you can just call it binary images schema, to be honest with you, then it's going to work. Okay, what is it complaining? Connect to practice upload is not defined. Where is it not defined? So it's complaining about this, I think, right? Hold on a sec. Connect to Flinders. Practice uploads, okay. Connect to practice uploads is not defined. Why is it saying this? Hold on a sec, let me just pause this 1 sec. Oh, my apologies, that's the problem here. Because it's trying to call a function that we have deleted. So that should work now. Okay, so now you see it's working on both of them. Right? So now let's just check on the client side to make sure it's working. I just clear 10, 11. Okay, let's get the data in here. 12, 13. Yeah, okay, cool. So it's working. Okay, so that's it then. That's done. I'm gonna put all the code in the description below in a kind of like a Google Doc, so you'll be able to see all this mumbo jumbo in here, right? Now make sure that when you are using your own credentials, right? Because otherwise it's gonna start posting into my database. You'll be like, why is it not posting? Duh. Because you're gonna be posting into my one. I'm probably gonna change this, right? Just because I mean, people can just start posting. It's gonna be hilarious. Anyway, doesn't matter. But okay, in here you probably, I'm assuming you know how to do this, right? And then remember that this is the name of your collection, and then this here is the name of your database. So you see I have highlighted this. Now, I'm not going to do it in this session, but there's also a way. So look, you see, if you have one collection and 3 databases inside one collection, there is a way to swap between them. But to be honest with you, right, you can just create, you can kind of copy, you can use in here, you see practice uploads, and then in here is a, well, this is a bad example, let's say Finlanders, right? So we are connecting to Finlanders, but in Finlanders there are 3 collections, right? So you can change this to, where is it? To Flander users, for example, and then it's going to connect to Flander users, and everything else is going to be the same, right? So in here you're going to import your Flander users, and then you can work with it this way. Now I did find, if you want to go fancy, there is a way to do it this way. Let me just show you. I'm not going to do a demo because I haven't experimented with it myself. But there is a way to use DB. You see, you have mongoose.connection. So in our example, we are going to be using connection, right? And then use DB, and then the name of your DB. Oh, I see. Okay, so I wonder if cost to benefit works for this. Because this means you have to do mongoose.connection. Yeah, you're gonna have to mess around with this. It's not straightforward. So DB is mongoose.connect. Okay, so mongoose.connect. mongoose.connection. I don't know. I'll leave it in the I don't know, in the file, which is gonna be in here, right? So you can mess around with it. But I mean, the easiest way to do it is just create a third connection, which is like in here. And as opposed to projects, just call it users, replicate the code, and then just off you go, right? Because I mean, this code is very, very straightforward. It's very easy to follow. Whereas if you're gonna start messing around with this stuff, you might get confused, you know. Anyway, up to you guys, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.